especially with attorneys. It's one of the big thorns in attorney's side in a medical legal case. There's two major thorns, but low property damage is a major thorn in a personal injury attorney's case. And a matter of fact, they don't understand. A lot of times, even attorneys, a lot of times they won't even believe the patient because they'll look at the property damage. Remember, attorneys will look at three things: the property damage, was there a positive MRI, and did they have surgery? Well, that's not going to be positive in the low impact soft tissue spinal injury case. So a lot of times the attorneys won't even, they'll kind of doubt the patient. They kind of won't even trust the patient because they don't know why. They're like, why does this person keep having problems? They had a negative MRI, negative CAT scan. They went through the emergency room. They were cleared. They went to the doctor. They were cleared. Everybody's saying he's cleared, but they keep complaining about their problems. That's why nobody did the right test. Nobody did high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation. That's why. You're the one that has to be able to explain this. Great news is when you shift them the state of unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence, and you can explain it to them, and they see that you have the ability to explain it, which means they see you have the ability to explain it to a jury, you become the go-to person. What's that mean for you? You get the referrals. You make the money. And obviously it significantly helps the patient, clinically helps the patient. So you're helping everybody. You're helping the patient being the best physician you could be with the documentation and your therapeutic protocol, which is what you should do. Number two, you're supporting the patient for any permanency and injuries, for injury awards that they deserve to no fault of their own, now that they're having some permanent injuries and pain and restrictions to some degree the rest of their life. That's important. And then, of course, you're satisfying the attorney to help him with the injury award. That's the value of being a highly proficient doctor with personal injury documentation. And then we learn how to take that and then communicate it in a very specific form called educational sales. And that's when you get a lot of business. You get way more business than you physically can handle. And then, like I always say, then you need to learn how to hire, train, and manage associate doctors. Until you know how to do that, you're stuck with attorneys not giving you referrals and giving them bad documentation, which gives less than a 2-to-1 injury award with medicals. And so they're always asking you to cut your bill. And then you're saying, hey, you send me one, I'll send you one. So those are the two key ways that you'll know you don't know documentation. That's the two ways right there. Because when you do know this and you do educate the attorney, your injury award will definitely go past 3-to-1 in the medicals. And you'll never have an attorney ask you to cut the bills when you're the person that knows how to do that.